All right, so welcome again, people, to MG Sports TV. Thank you very much for joining me again, people, for another one. So I'm going to speak about a player in particular, a couple of players. There's one specific player that I had to just separate him a bit from the rest, and there's a reason why I'm going to do that. So there's a few players who got called up to the national team for the upcoming game, upcoming friendly versus Guatemala, which is technically some level of preparation lead up to the Nation League games versus Canada. We will be getting straight into that. But before we do so, people, please do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button if you are here for the first time. And let's not waste any time because we have been here for over 40 seconds. Good. Over 40 seconds. All right. As you can see on your screen, Deshane Beckford, Speedy Williams, Tyreek McGee, Romario Williams. We have seen Romario Williams more recent than the other players. Deshane Beckford we haven't seen in a long while, really long while. But Speedy Williams was definitely a prominent feature in the national team. I've just typically lost him, his way out of favor with regards to call up. I still don't know why. I do think that he's a good player. I really don't know why. Now, the player that I want to highlight is Tyreek McGee. Now, why do I specifically want to highlight or just stand out Tyreek McGee like that? So, since his return to playing football on a week in, week out basis, he has significantly improved. I think that he has earned himself a stripe in the USL at this present moment. Oh, so these players are playing in the USL, people. They're playing for Switchback in the USL. And since he has arrived at Switchback, he has definitely earned himself a very, very good stripe, a popular stripe in the USL, and also he has become a very, very prominent feature in the Switchback starting lineup on a week in, week out basis, which is very, very good where football is concerned. Means that now he's playing regular football. Remember that when he was in Belgium, not playing a lot. A lot of people are asking, what's happening with Tyreek McGee? Tyreek McGee going to Belgium, he can't make it, and all these things. So he made a career move to the USL. A lot of persons were saying, hey, bad move for the player. This is not looking good. And that rated. And now guess what? He earned himself a recall to the national setup. Albeit it's a friendly, but it's definitely another opportunity to showcase what he can do with the new coach. This is now down to him to grab that opportunity with both hands. Good. Let's get to the reason why I want to single him out. Now, in recent times, since the appointment of this new head coach, Himmer Al Grimson, we have had a damning case of attacking midfielders where creativity is concerned. We're not creating much. We're not creating anything at all. So, in recent time, you've been heard a lot of noise been talking about the absentee of Tyreek McGee, or would the inclusion of Tyreek McGee fix this particular problem? Big question, big pressure to put on the player, knowing that he's just trying to get his foot on ground at this present moment. But since he has now returned to football this season in the USL for Switchback, he has played 25 games out of 25. He has not missed a game. 25 appearances, people, out of 25 games for the club. He has not missed a beat since coming back to football, which showcases that the quality that he has. Now, this is the aspect that is interesting. Scoring 3 goals, I think he registered 2 assists. Now remember that we are crying out for an attacking midfielder with only registering 2 assists. That is where now the question mark comes in play. What specific role does he play in the Switchback team? He's a ball progressor, ball carrier, ball handler. Not technically to create the creative player in the midfield. But in the aspect, I do think that the term they refer to as pre-assists, he has registered quite a few of those. So what would be the role that we would want him to see, or would want to see him do play in this Reggae Boyz team? A creator, ball progressor, or a ball handler? What specific role? And I do think at this present moment, the first team, the team A, He's crying out for a creative player. Crying out for a creative player. But this is now an opportunity to test Tyreek McGee's level that he has at this present moment to see if he can step up to or make a claim or stake a claim for the first team or the first team football first team Reggae Boyz first team. So this is the reason why it's very, very interesting to me. I do think that Speedy Williams is going to be the type of player the coach likes, because the coach likes his midfield workman like midfield, and Speedy Williams just fit right in that mold. Receive the ball, turn it. Receive the ball, pass it. Receive the ball, pass it. Work, high work rate. So I do believe that Speedy Williams is going to be quite interesting. I'll be an interested player for the coach. We all know Romario Williams as an attacking player, and Deshane Beckford, very skillful, quite a lightning speed down on the flank. So we know what to expect from those players. Then the big aspect where the gap is the attacking midfield position. And that's the reason why I single out Tyreek McGee, because that's where the gap is. Now, all of these 4 players has an opportunity now to really showcase their... Well, Romario Williams already been called by the coach. So I'll say the 3 players, Deshane, Speedy, and Tyreek, has the opportunity to showcase what they can offer the senior national team to Al Grimson. And let's see how this one goes. Now, as I said, I'm keeping my eye very, very close to Tyreek McGee, because I want to see if he will fill that void in the team that will be representing us in the Nation League. That attacking midfield position. Someone who can find those killer pass in behind, knee glove and eye pass, create problems in the final third, who's going to cause problems in the final third. So it's very, very interesting. I'm extremely interested to see what he does. And in the event, he puts in a stellar performance, I, for one, would want to say, hey, why not? Because, as I said, this is a void. This is definitely an opportunity for Tyreek McGee to showcase what he can do. And a lot of the fans have been calling for Tyreek McGee. And this is now his opportunity to show the fans and us, to show all of us, that he has the potential, or he still has it in him. Because the truth is, he haven't necessarily been given a fair chance. Given a few minutes, but haven't really given a fair chance. We usually complain about his work rate, but what we can talk about is his ability to progress the ball and his passing. Really good at his passing. Oh my word, really good. So let's see what he's gonna do, and let's see if he will impress him here, Al Grimson, and make us or take a claim in that Reggae Boyz squad for the Canada Nation League games. So let's see, people. Big up on yourself. Really interested to see what's gonna happen here. I'm interested to see some more players being called and see what this squad is going to look like. Very interesting, people. Big up on yourself, MG Sports TV, and we are out. Let's see how this one goes. Drop a comment, people. Drop something in the comments. Let's know what you guys think about it. Boom.